All right, guys, welcome back. We did have to restart the stream, but we're back. We're back in action. We got our video back. We're ready to set to go here. Sorry for the delay. Things like these do happen. A lot of moving parts in the live stream.
Fortunately, Johnny was able to assess it pretty quick, fix it, get us back on track. We're going to grab some player photos for you guys, and then we'll be back in the action again. If you got a notification saying we went live with 1025 No Limit Hold'em Part 2, you know why. That's exactly what happened.
All right, let's bring up some stats. See if we can get some chip counts. So with us starting all fresh, all their stats are going to reset. But we'll see what they have stack-wise. I think Seed 8 picked up a big pot while... looks like we are off.
Cards are back in the air. 1025 No Limit Hold'em Part 2. Sorry about the delay, guys. Like Johnny said, a lot of moving parts go into this thing. But we're back in it. Quick halftime break. First hand back. Ken going to open up the King-Jack offsuit. Jono's going to look him up from the big blind with 9-7 suited one time. John gets the best flop here. Flops top pair on the 7-5 deuce board. Not a super fun turn card. John's going to protect his equity lead right out and take it down. First hand back, Jono's going to take it down. Thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties, guys. We appreciate it. Like I said, Johnny was able to pretty quickly assess the issue. It seemed like a driver malfunction on our main computer, but we got it worked out and got back up and running as fast as we can. Part of the problem with the stream is you can't just like come back live. Like we have to have it on a delay to protect the integrity of the player's hands. So unfortunately, when you find the problem, you can't just come back right away as soon as you fix it. You still have to go back on a delay. But it is what it is, and we're back. We still got Poker Bunny in the game. We still got Hunter and Toby and John O in the game. New guy Ken. My man Peter right there in the 1 seat. Calling raises with 5 trays suited. Somehow the game got even better. We took a break and the game got even better. We got guys 3-betting King 7 suited from the big blind.
Big 6X with King 7 suited.
It's going to work. Mark's going to get one through with the King 7 one time.
Definitely, guys, we will be going long as if this game continues on. We'll love to stream for you guys all night. I don't care. Let's go.
Yeah, I got some requests in the Twitch chat to go long. Cool with me. I don't care. I got nowhere to be.
Listen, guys, if you're still here with us, we'll try to keep it as long as we can.
Hunter raising it up to King 10 suited one time. Gets called by Peter in the cutoff with the pocket 4s. Jono's going to call out of the button, and we're going to go 3 ways to the flop.
Did Mark stack somebody again? His stack's huge. 15K. 17K.
Top 2 pair here for Hunter. Kings and 10s with a jack. A little bit of a scary run out. He's going to click it over to Jono. I'm sorry, he's going to click it over to Pete. This board runs all the way out, a one-liner to Broadway here. Hunter's going to get the check mark. Peter's going to try to buy it here with 2 4s. I got a feeling Hunter's in check call mode here. I think Hunter's going to look him up one time. Well, unfortunately, a lot of bigger 2 pairs get there. Ace-9 gets there. Ace-Jack gets there. Ace-10. All the Queen-9s, Queen-10s, Queen-Jacks, Queen-Kings. On second thought, Hunter might fold. There it goes, right in the muck. Nice bet by Pete. Basically turning pocket floors into a bluff there and taking it away from Hunter. Yeah, we definitely did miss a hand. It looks like Mark was the victor in the hand. He's got all the chips now. Toby picks up Queen 5 suited in the muck. Ken's going to take that one down. The button moves, and we're on to the next one. Again, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry about the weird technical issue. It's been a while since we've had any of those. And obviously, it was a new one we've never seen before where the screen goes totally black, and we still have hold cards. That was very weird.
Well, I was playing in like Hard Rock Hollywood for a few days as well.
Ken picking up Ace-10 offsuit.
I think there was one, or maybe a couple, but I don't play Fernie at all.
Going to make it 75 to go here. Ooh, John O picking up Ace-Queen off. Going to min-click the 3-bet here. Makes it, oh, I'm sorry. Those are black chips. He's going to 3X it. Make it 225 to go. Hunter's going to get out of the way here. Queen 9 suited. Toby stuck in the middle here with pocket 9s. Just going to cold call John's 3. Doesn't think that Ken 4-bets at a very high frequency, so he assumes it's safe to call here with 2 9s.
Safe indeed. Pretty good flop for pocket 9s. All right, guys. Looks like we have a weird situation here. The John O is actually in the hand, not Ken. So we're trying to fix this, but I doubt that we will be able to catch the entire action here. Try to get this fixed up. But I think we're good now. Toby's in the hand. John's in the hand. I think we're good. John O, Ace Queen high. Gonna bet 200 to Toby. Toby calls. Oh, nope, not yet. The bet's actually 700 now on the turn. So Ace Queen high, John O fires 700 and gets Toby to fold the best hand.
There we go, that checks out. That makes sense. All right, now we're back on track. Smooth sailing from here on out. We'll stay here as long as you guys want. We'll play 10 1/4 all night if you guys want. I don't care. I don't have anywhere to be.
Then talking about the temperature of the poker rooms. Usually, generally, poker rooms like to keep their rooms cold. Hence why.
I went down there and I would like register the day before for the tournament. And I'd be you do like 200 or 600, yeah, like the night before. So then I know I'm not going to get in until like 3 o'clock. So then I go out and party in Miami until 6 a.m. and then I'm just like, yeah. 150. Well, I know I'm not going to be able to play till like 3 or 4, so I'm like, I can sleep in till like 2. It doesn't matter. So you going back to Vegas? You're going to travel and do other stuff?
No, I'm going back tomorrow.
Both players flopping a pair here. Both players rivering 2 pair. Kings and deuces versus 8s and deuces. Jono gets the check mark. I'm sorry, Peter gets a check mark.
She's like, who's George? You? Okay.
I came here to be the biggest loser.
But I think the stream needs you. You're a very good addition.
Did they give her the plexiglass in Vegas?
Peter's going to take that one down. Poker Bunny there in the 4th seat, a resident of Las Vegas, poker grinder, aspiring streamer, traveling player, friend of Johnny Pham, friend of the stream. Very cool when people like that come through.
Yeah, I love meeting people out in the world. While you and I are traveling, playing poker, I get to meet a lot of cool, interesting poker players. Sometimes I like to let them know that I do run a stream, and a lot of these players are very interested. They start watching it and say, "Hey, can I get a seat?" So after talking with Poker Bunny after a few weeks, we put her in the lineup for the 10 and quarter game.
No, because Tampa took the mask and plexiglass off. They're just being lazy in Hollywood. The equipment guy don't feel like taking them out.
You gotta pay more.
Yeah. He's like, make them suffer.
Poker Bunny looking down at the ace-7 off, going to put it in the muck. Hunter in the cutoff with Jack-7 suited, going to make a move. Ken wakes up with the 7 deuce. No good, no good. Peter makes the call with mystery cards, and we go heads up to the flop.
Yeah, Poker Bunny was featured on one of Brad Owen's vlog, playing at the Aria.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very cool. So she's basically like mega famous. If you're on a Brad Owen vlog, you're basically super poker famous. Pete's going to get out of the way there. Mystery hand's going to end up in the muck. Hunter's going to take it down 2 pair.
He's like, you valued me 125 on the way.
You saw the message.
An eye for an eye.
The subtle message that I sent.
Hunter's petty like that.
Looks like Mark going to take a little bit of a walk here, leaving that monster stack here behind on the table. Looks like Peter's getting into the cold ones here. I like that. Friday night, let's get weird.
That's what I did at the Hard Rock. Like, you want to play 25-50 and min raise my bucks? I'll min raise it back.
Poker Bunny folding the 6 deuce. Poker Bunny not running so good today, unfortunately.
Even if you lose, show you did.
Yeah, just like, I could do this too.
Yeah, very tough spots that she's been facing.
Toby was just busy winning all the money.
All right, we're going heads up to the flop. Jono versus Peter, 2 of the best. Peter flopping a gut shot. Jono making top pair here, 9-10 off. Pete's going to call, try to sting him with the 8 ball one time. Now he can get there with a 3 on the river as well.
That was worth the drive. But I had to.
Chris Reed says, who is Poker Bunny? She's a YouTuber that Johnny met down in South Florida. We were down there for the WPT. Talked to her about the streams. She wanted to come play. So now she's here, playing 10 and a quarter. Best Bet Live, Jacksonville, Florida. 201 Monument Road, Friday night.
He was like, holy shit, Toby. I was like, holy shit, Toby's out. And then there goes, he must have got cooler, must have ran 3s and a 5.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out.
Walked downstairs and like, yo, we gotta.
Yeah, you might have, if you're in Vegas, you might have seen Poker Bunny. She's been playing over at the Bellagio, 5, 10, 10 and a quarter, and the games at the Aria.
She's kind of hard to miss. When we saw her in Hollywood, you know, you just see those bunny ears from across the room.
When you've got piles, you really don't have that many big blinds. Like, that's the thing.
Ken gonna wake up with Pocket Kings.
Pocket Kings for Ken.
It should be the same.
Peter on the button with Ace-5 diamonds gonna fold.
Hunter opens up deuces. Ken puts in the 3-bet with the Kings. I'm interested. Ooh, Mark picking up 5s out of the big blind. I'm interested to see how this hand's going to play out. Looks like Mark's just going to cold call with the 5s. That's going to give Hunter a good price with the deuces. And we're going to go 3 ways with 3 pocket pairs. Somebody has to hit a set, right? There it is. Hunter just flops a set. Mark flops a straight draw as well, which is interesting.
I know, but actually, no, it's not that. It's that Angel wants to bring her down and her.
Oh, okay.
Ken's going to bet 600 into about 800 here.
So actually works out well.
Okay.
Mark's going to make the call with his straight draw.
Such a 6-spot Hunter. 2 players.
I mean, if you're Hunter, this feels like the nuts, right?
Does absolutely.
I mean, like day 2 and like 3.
Very drawy board. I think he may want to elect to go ahead and
I have fun playing them.
raise it up one time.
I just started buying in super late in the tournaments recently. Like, if I can.
But do you go for value or just try to take it down here?
Especially, you know how
Buying
to
late?
stack.
I know. Well, obviously it's better.
Oh, I think you try to go to value. Like,
Yeah, that's a big bet.
your opponents are going to have, they're always going to have some equity on dynamic boards.
35 and all in from Ken.
Yeah, you want to run into a hand like that, you know?
I really hate busting out and then having to think about, oh, should I re-enter? And like, then you bust out again, like, should I re-enter again?
2 boards. Only 1 king left.
Most of the tournament guys coming in, they're expecting to be in.
Deuces full on the first run out for Hunter.
Already have their money.
Looks like deuces are going to hold. Wow, Hunter scoops a big one. 10K in the middle. Looks like that's going to do it for Ken. He's going to hit the rail. We're back to 6 max.
Ooh, Mark could have got half that pot.
Yeah, Mark would have hit his gut shot. Hunter basically just free rolled the money that he lent to Ken to buy in. He sold Ken 3K in chips, and then they immediately went back into his stack.
Nice to be the bank.
Nice to be the bank, right? The money always ends up back in the bank. Damocletus says, later, Ken.
Alex is watching. She's like, yeah, baby, that's another pair of shoes.
Chris Reed, masks are still required in both properties for the time being.
This right here is put that aside for the shoes. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like this is going to be changing soon. The momentum for mass and casinos have pretty much went to optional. I think Vegas was the forefront, became massless. And then I think South Florida just went maskless without partitions.
Are you a Vegas native or?
I'm originally from New York, but I lived in Australia for the past.
We were in South Florida recently. Masks were still required, but, you know.
Yeah, that's changed the last few days for South Florida.
Weird looking birds called ibises. So I didn't actually fight them, but well,
Toby going to open up the Queen Jack offsuit to 75 here. Poker Bunny's going to have to pitch the 5-3 off.
they're called ibises. But like, it's
Hunter lays down an ace in the big blind, and Toby's going to scoop the blinds.
Oh, we got Chris Reed in the chat. Missing a lot of Chris Reed.
birds, it's not like they go, they're so tall they go,
I wonder if she's still traveling
and they just walk around.
out there playing events.
Oh, so they don't fly.
No, they're harmless. They're not. Yeah.
You guys make sure to head over to Best Bet Live. Check out the upcoming Card Player Poker Tour schedule. That starts June 17th, but satellites start next week.
They always spend time just like.
Yours truly will be running one next Friday. Come get you some PPT seats.
CPPT.
That one's hard for me. I don't know why.
I think all the P's messed you up.
Yep, got me.
They're not seagulls. No, and like, okay, that's not a good picture of.
John O picking up pocket 5s here in the hijack. Thinking about it. makes the call over Mark's 3-bet. Wow, what a flop for Mark's hand. Mark flops a pair with the nut flush draw, 835 in the middle. Smart fold there from John O. He could try to draw to those fives, but one of them would have been the 5 of spades, and that would have been bad news. Gets out of the way.
Is that it?
Bruce says, what happened to the 9-seat masked guy? He got it in on the flop against Hunter's set of deuces with pocket kings. Kings versus bottom set for all the chips. They ran it twice. Kings could not improve. And that was a wrap. Hunter took down a big pot and sent Ken to the rail. Sometimes it'd be like that, you know? This time, Hunter ace-queen offsuit on the button. Going to make it 75 to go. It's going to be good. Takes it down. My favorite thing about watching Hunter play is he just makes the game look so easy. You know?
Yeah, it's very seamless with Hunter. He doesn't really get frazzled. He just sits down and analyzes the spots, takes his line, and fires away.
He doesn't tilt. You never see him like get very mad. He doesn't berate the players. He's just very calm, very collected. Always has chips. He just makes it look very easy. I don't know if I've ever seen Hunter lose. I'm sure he's lost, but I can't remember a stream where I went, oh man, Hunter is so stuck in this game.
Hunter Analysis is another couple that I met out in South Florida. Told them about best bet in the live streams, and they came in for a WPT series and pretty much never left. Actually moved here. I think they were living in Tampa at the time.
What a success story. Now he's live stream famous.
Doing Hand of the Weeks with you.
Doing Hand of the Weeks with me. You can find those on our YouTube page where they're archived. Hunter Sitchy.
Yeah, you look at the results on this table on Hen and Mob, they're pretty substantial.
Oh, that's a fun game, actually. A couple million for sure.
And, you know, I know Hunter has got a couple million Hen and Mob results.
Hunter's got like $1 million. Toby's got quite a bit.
I think Toby's almost at $1 million.
You're
Pretty
right.
close.
There's a lot of tournament money on this table right now.
He recently ran pretty deep in the Bellagio WPT. Was the Classics one of the biggest WPT events that run at Bellagio, and he went pretty deep last year.
I do remember seeing that. You're right.
Yeah, total live earnings for Toby Boaz, 813K.
Wow.
Got second last results in April. WPT at the Hard Rock got second in the 2200 for 133,000.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, the 10K 5 Diamond in Bellagio, you got 30th for 51K.
Shout out to my guy Toby, tournament crusher. This hand just got a little spicy here. Hunter picked up a flush draw as Peter makes turns a pair of queens with the diamond blocker. Both players get out of the way, and Hunter's going to pick up a nice one there, betting his flush draw with a gut shot to boot. That's what I'm saying, man. He just makes it look so easy. Like I said, I'm sure he loses because everyone does, but it's never much, and he takes it in stride. Except Johnny Pham. Johnny Pham doesn't lose very much. And when he loses, he just gets it right back.
Not always the case, but I've been known to go deep and get it back.
When it happens, just buckle up. It's going to be a fun one. All right, 3 ways to this flop. Ace-8 suited, Queen-9 suited, and pocket 7s. Big flush draw for Mark here as as Peter flops the overpair. Looks a little weird here to that pocket 7s only has 34% of the equity, given the fact that it's technically the best hand. This is an interesting spot when you start studying a lot of poker. Like, there's just like no really good turn cards to come. Wow. Ace-8 of diamonds picks up a flush draw. This hand just got really interesting. There it is. Pocket 7s go from first to worst. Ace-8 suited gets the check mark, bricks the diamond draw, ends up with top pair. That's it. Mark's going to get the check mark, lock up the hand.
Don't try and play somebody else's game. Is that what you're saying?
John O picking up deuces in the cutoff. Makes it 100 to go. Gets through Poker Bunny, gets through Mark on the button. King 9 offsuit for Hunter. He's going to defend. Heads up to the flop. Deuces in the lead, but not by much. King 9 offsuit just turns an open ender. Chris Reed, cool. I'm sure you'll get a response from Sage. He'll be back in the office on Monday. I'm sure he'll get into his emails.
I remember he told me about that bet, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to win that bet." And he's like, "Well, I'm thinking about rebooking it, just for extended for another 6 months."
Hunter's going to take that one down. Hard to call a turn bet there with pocket deuces if you're John O, especially playing somebody like Hunter. Kevin Wall says Hunter might have been stuck like 2K on Wednesday. Well, guess what? He just got it back in that one hand against Ken. Peter's going to open up the Queen 8 suited one time.
Not being able to palm the ball.
And Tan's a way smaller guy than you.
Yeah.
He's got a little hands, you know.
Like everyone tells me, they're like, you can dunk because you can grab the rim, and I'm just like, well, no, I can't palm the ball.
Toby's going to 3-bet here with the mystery cards. Peter with the Queen 8 suited one time.
Like I can't grab it.
He's going to make the call, and we're going heads up to the flop. Peter makes the call in position here. Wow, flops a double gutter. A jack or a 7. I think Peter knows that this is a pretty good flop for a flatter's range. 3-bet pots are obviously a little bit different, but Toby leads out for 400, and Peter decides to go for the raise here. Makes it 1,100 to go. A little under 3x. Looks like he's going for a little bit of value.
I think you can get that chip in there, though.
The bucket? Yeah, you can be a lot closer than Tan.
You don't get 17 and a half.
Like I said, this is a good board for the flatter's range. 3-bet pots, again, are different, but these guys are both super deep. Now Peter turns a pair to go with his double gutter. Does bring in the weird King Jack. A little strange for Toby to land with King Jack here. Peter bricks out his double gutter, but he still has top pair on the turn with a pair of queens. Not sure if this one can go check here on the river. Toby's going to check. Oh, man, Toby's going to show aces. Wow. Wow.
So at least the 4 kings for Toby, and I think that's the second pocket aces.
He said kings 3 times and aces, I think 3 times also.
Sit in the hot seat.
I don't think I've seen him lose with any of them.
And they're good.
Yeah, I think he's won with all of them.
Usually I'm half.
That never happens.
Even if you make it, it's still, hey man, I need that card. That card's gonna mess you up.
All right, guys, it's been about at least 10 minutes since we've talked about it, so we have to bring it up again. Don't forget about our meetup game this Sunday, 2 p.m. Best bet, Orange Park, 1-3, no limit hold'em. Me, Johnny Pham, Ali McDeal, Jordan Spina, Adonis Lane, hanging out and mixing it up with you guys.
Another guy also drilled it his first time, and he was betting.
Ken missed like his first like 10, 12 shots, and he's like, this is stupid. I can't even believe I booked it bet. Kobe's like, let me see how hard it is. He drills it his first shot. Ken's like, are you fucking kidding me?
That game's going to start at 2 p.m. We'll play for about 5 hours or so, and the 5 of us will rotate tables roughly every 30 minutes. That way we can make the rounds and spend plenty of time hanging out with all of you guys. We'll have some swag. We'll make the boss man buy us a round of alcohol. And then we'll take all Johnny Pham's money and we'll buy more alcohol. And we'll just free roll.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
The Forge didn't want Cam to go broke.
Hey, take this. Just go away. I was like, just take this. You know what's crazy? I would have paid the 4,000 and walk away.
Toby flops top pair on the button. Always a pretty good feeling. Gets after it here for 150. Jono making the call here from middle pair. Hunter stuck in the middle here with mystery cards. Makes the call, and the spades get there, as does the straight flush. Toby ends up with top 2. A little bit of a spicy turn card here in a 3-way pot.
That might be another blocking bet from Hunter.
Toby turns over top 2, and it's good. I think Toby's trying to figure out if he, if he has a value hand or just a bluff catcher. Like, with top 2 in that spot on that run out, is he in the middle of his range, or is top 2 like more like the top of his range? Very weird run out. Strange bet out of Hunter.
Shots like hit the couch in the corner. This has to be a hustle.
All right, guys, it's been a while now that we're back up and running. These are the results since we're back from part 2. So Hunter's up a bunch after he stacked Ken. Obviously, Peter's up a little bit. Poker Bunny is still definitely stuck for the day.
Now Mark is actually up upwards to about 10K.
Yeah, Mark's up a ton. He got really lucky earlier on in the stream. Oversetted John on the turn for piles. But as you can see, John laughing, having a good time, takes it in stride. That's part of the game, man. You got to get stacked, be able to, get back in the game and get it back. That's called that fortitude, that poker fortitude. Get buried in the game, somehow come back to book a win. Sometimes you get so buried. You ever been so buried in the game that even booking a smaller loss feels like you just won 10K?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. It happens all the time. So you're so stuck in the game. Say you're stuck in the game like 4K. You come back to where you only lose 500. Feels like you won 10,000.
Well, these guys are having fun. Lately, a lot of our streams, like none of these guys are talking. Like in the 2225 streams, everybody's so kind of stoic, too little too serious. But these guys are playing the nosebleed sections and having a lot of fun doing it.
Chopping it up the way poker's supposed to be, you know. In my opinion, poker's supposed to be a fun, you know, enjoyable game. You want your customers to come back. You know what I mean? You want to keep them entertained. You want them to have fun. You want them to want to play with you. We got some shots. I see some people taking some shots. What a great way to spend a Friday night, just playing nosebleed poker. Poker Bunny got the mystery cards. Oh, she picked up the black chips. I thought she was getting ready to 3-bet. Oh, Mark 4-bets King 10 suited one time. Gets through Hunter, gets through Pete. Mark mixing it up with the 4-bets here, 6-handed. I like that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hanging out and coming back after the minor delay. We had to unbreak our stream and get it back live without going on complete tilt. Toby opening up the King 10 offsuit. Takes that one down. Bud moves, and we're on to the next one. Salty Joker, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Kevin McCormick, absolutely. You're definitely right. Mark picking up ace-10 of spades here in the cutoff. He's going to open it up to 75. Poker Bunny, another bad one, straight in the muck. Looks like Toby's going to defend the 6-4 of hearts against Mark's late position open. Mark's just going to smash it here, top on a dry board. Takes a pretty standard C-bet. Toby has the snap fold. Joe Monticello says, how much did George lose? I honestly think he might have broke even if he lost anything. I think it was really close. He wasn't in the game very long. He played for like maybe an hour, didn't play a lot of hands, and then racked up and went home, I guess.
Lee was at the table and Lee was like, man, I'm scared he's going to hit me. I'm like, Lee, the bucket's way over there.
I don't know where he went. Strawman, wish you were there to play against Allie McDeal. Yeah, buddy, me too. It's going to be a fun time. Watch out. Allie might be the best player out of all of us. You got to watch out for Allie. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, definitely. But I like to mix it up with a lot of aggro playing with her. It's really fun to play with.
Yeah, I've seen Allie get all the chips on more than one occasion. I think sometimes guys just dust off chips to girls. They just think they can't play, and they just dust off chips to them. Yeah. I think if you were a girl and you played poker, I think you could just absolutely crush.
That's why I feel like Toby kind of soft played her just a little bit. Check calling 3 barrels with a set.
I think he was trying to set her up.
I'm guilty of that sometimes.
I know, I've been there. You guys remind me at the meetup game to tell the funny story about how Johnny let the babe off the hook for an all-in pot. Poker Bunny picking up ace-8 offsuit. The way she's been running, it probably looks like 3 aces in her hand. She folds. Toby in there with the deuces. Peter's going to come along with the 6-4 suited out of the small blind. Oh, Jono's got bigger clubs. We're going 4 ways through the flop. Ace, 7, 8. Somehow in a 4-way pot, nobody has an 8 ace. Peter's got a gutter ball. Are pocket deuces really the best hand right there?
Yeah, I love that place too. It's just that the location in Miami is like 40 minutes south of Hard Rock, right? So it's like an hour drive, and that's the traffic isn't bad, and then the parking is like really complicated. You got to park probably 7 blocks away. There's no valet or anything.
Couple promos for you guys. Again, the Meetup game and the Car Player Poker Tour Series. Gonna fire off here in mid-June. Also, Aurora Poker Tour slated in August. Back with the 5K main. I'm excited.
Have the dates been confirmed for that yet?
I think the target date has been confirmed, but we have yet to finalize our series. So once the series is finalized, then we can give you the exact dates.
This time we got a 5-way action. Looks like these guys had a couple drinks, starting to loosen up a little bit. Pots are starting to go 5 ways. Jono flopping top pair with a flush draw, monster hand. Big flop here for Jono. Trying to trap everybody, I think.
Poker Bunny with the royal draw.
I know, but I think he got 9 10 though, man.
So John with a bet of 200, Queen 5 with the club draw. Action on mark. He does like to fold. Poker Bunny now, Ace King. With the dream to the royal.
Not too many now.
Lifts it. Jack of clubs makes John O's flush.
I prefer to play just on the weekends. Yeah. Like when we were having that PE invitational, that was stressful because I was playing every day. I'm not.
You didn't have to play every day.
I didn't have to, but I got into the mind trap where I felt like I had to.
That's why we're doing all this cryo and saunas and stuff. We're still trying to
Bet
recover
from John. Bunny folds.
months later. Like the trauma, you know? That was so sick.
Which days do you take off, Peter? Play
Usually Sunday and Monday.
Did you play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah. It could be good.
He was up there playing the worst
Well, with 5-5 you're low, you just
Gimli and Chen
max
and
exploit.
Diane
I need to play.
and Willie. It was
Oh yeah, yeah. Also, a lot of it is just like
all $250.
a lot of it is like I'll play 5-5 kilo, but I don't really enjoy it right now.
You get bored, yeah.
I get bored and it's just like
Yeah.
I'd rather
For me,
be,
I used to be like that back in the day too.
I'd rather be doing other stuff with my time than playing
Yeah.
5-5.
If I could, if I have, you know,
Especially after the T Invitational when he's like, Toby's like, win a bends, lose a bends. 250. Then you go and play
Swinging
5-5.
50.
I get home to Angel and I'm like, Angel, I just got out of my downswing. And then, 2 days later, it's like, Angel, I lost 100K the last 2 days.
I lost a Tesla baby.
It's like the bigger loading games like kind of mess me up. Like, I don't want to play unless it's bigger. But then I'm like sitting at home like, what am I gonna do?
Got some interesting news. The reason for our outage was someone crashed into a transformer outside and kicked our generators on, and that cut out our video. Pretty strange.
I was hoping he'd be in it and maybe get some little chip champagne.
You drove over here for that, not for the stream. So sorry.
I mean, I did come for the stream. I almost turned it down. I didn't feel like playing.
What is going on here? Peter, a bet of 150. I think it's a little more. A bet of and then Toby gonna raise it up to 400 with 8-6 spades.
I made a couple phone calls on my way here and kind of knew it was kind of dead.
Can Peter turn on the rebluff?
But I was already here.
Oh, he's not going away. 9 of hearts on the turn.
I'm at the beach now.
25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Something like that. Yeah, depending on traffic.
You live right over by Ross or no?
I think so. I don't know exactly where he is, but he told me that we're close.
I went over to his plus. He's so serious about ping pong. Yeah, we were. And he's good too.
We were just talking to our shift manager, Tommy Campbell, hearing about the meetup game. Said, that's too juicy. Lock it up. Sunday fun day. So you want to play with Tommy Campbell?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. I love playing with Tommy. So that just adds another super aggro ninja to the game, which is going to be awesome.
I like playing with Tommy too. I'm dead money against Tommy in any form of a limit poker game, but in a no limit game against Tommy Campbell, I think I can hold my own.
Yeah. Tommy's the type of guy where before it gets 3-bet, it gets capped before any other betting streaks happen.
Yeah, I'm dead money in any form of limit hold'em or limit poker against Tommy, whether it be stud 8, 08, anything like that. But how crazy is so? We figured out why we crashed the stream, right?
Yeah, so apparently there was an accident outside. Somebody hit one of the transformers, cut out the powers to the room. Our generators clicked on, and somehow with that kind of jumbled all of our electronics. So part of the room got a little messed up. Our video for the stream got messed up.
That's crazy.
Poker Bunny can't catch a flop, but can outplay Peter. So 3-bet from Poker Bunny to 350. I think she has to continue on. Down bet from Bunny, 200 to go. Peter gonna float. Pocket 4s, currently still good. Deuce of spades on the turn. Pokemon's going to go and check. This might give the green light for Peter to bet, but he will also like to check. 7 clubs on the river. Tough spot for Bunny. I don't think she can size the bet to get Peter to fold. Check back. Check, check. Forrest's going to take it down. Flop 5 ace jack. Heads up against Mark and Toby. It's like a bet from Mark. Toby folds. Eric Nurnberg says, I'd rather run bad than be card dead. Also true. All right, John, I was the one to pick up pocket king, ace, to pick up ace king now. I'm gonna raise to 100. And no action.
I got herbs and rye in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Vegas. It's like late at night.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
It's just Japanese spot. I think the best affordable sushi is probably in Vegas.
Oh, for sure.
You don't have to spend, a lot.
And Poker Bunny now ace king. Let's see if she can get something going. She's getting a lot of premium hands now, but not able to pick up a nice flop. Or any boards for that matter. John O gonna look around with the mystery hand. Flop 7, 8, 5.
But you guys like French?
Check from John.
MGM has like really, really good ones. I forgot I have a list. I'll send it to you.
Check from Bunny.
It's like 3 hours.
Finally hits one. King of hearts on the turn. And John's gonna lead into a bet of $100.
Have you been to Partage?
I'm sorry, a bet of 200.
I would probably go for Lodge first because I'm that person that wants to get off the strip and pay half the price. With
Pretty big over bet.
paying the upcharge.
That place is top tier. Probably
Bunny just calls.
the best non-Asian meal I've had.
10 of hearts on the river.
And it's probably a chef that couldn't get a spot in the casino, so he makes his own.
Check from John.
The guy,
Or used to
that
work
guy won Iron Chef, and he opened this place way off the strip.
Check from Bunny. Tough spot. Can't bet.
Which is amazing.
Looks like John does get the ace of hearts.
And then once he built up a bankroll, he opened one on Spring Mountain called Partage. All the same thing, like French, but
Turns the flush. Yeah, still can't catch a break. Even when she gets a hand,
and
You're not
seems like she just can never get ahead.
your meals can be.
I did the one.
Poker Bunny still just running into it, huh?
Yeah, ace king versus ace 9 of hearts.
John turns a flush.
Yeah, and Poker Bunny finally turns a pair. No good.
Was really enjoyable.
We've all had those sessions before.
Yeah, it's just infuriating when like that pretty much happens the whole night. Just can't get anything going. That's how I feel like my last few tournaments. I'm just sitting on that 30 to 40 big blind range, not being able to get anything going, getting blinded down. Ugh.
Partage, and I was like, I don't understand this. She doesn't like Thai spicy.
That's like standard tournament play.
It's just so traditional. Like if it's not true Chinese or Japanese or Korean, she's out.
She said she don't like raw. So she don't like sushi.
So she probably won't like
She does like sushi, but it's got to be all that seared stuff. Like
Yeah, she don't like
seared tuna or
So she doesn't like Italian, right? Too rich
no,
for her.
hates it.
Cheese.
I tried to take her over to Catula's the other day. She's like,
I think Poker Bunny's text APM is at
I was like, what do you
160 texts per
Second.
second.
Per
Definitely.
millisecond. Mark picking up Jack 10 offsuit. Gonna lay it down. Toby opening up the mystery cards, and we are heads up to the flop. Toby v. Peter.
Yeah, she just wants hardcore Asian food. You know, and that's fine.
Peter gets a piece of it.
I enjoyed.
Pretty good flop for the opener's range. Toby has a little bit of range advantage here. Not a super fun turn card for either player. Peter's pair of sevens, no good. I think Toby turned over ace 9 here. Ace 9 is going to win. Gets the check mark for Toby.
Oh, did I hear Korean barbecue?
Kevin McCormick's got a good point in the Twitch chat. Says if she can be running this bad, not getting big hands, not catching anything when she does, and still minimize her losses, that's a real poker player. I agree. That's a huge part of being a winning poker player is having a healthy relationship with losing. You just have to understand that it's going to happen. Having the mentality of thinking you're going to win all the time is detrimental.
I was like, I got what I usually get. And, it tasted so weird. Yeah.
All right, I think for the 7th time, Poker Bunny's going to find Ace King. Now facing a raise of 75.
Yeah, very consistent. Always the same. For some reason, they love me too.
We'll opt for the 3-bet to 3 in the queue.
Poker Bunny going to mash the 3-bet again with the ace-king offsuit. Man, Toby and these mystery cards, man.
If it's pocket aces again or pocket kings again, I might fall out my chair. Oh, look at this stream flop. Finally, Poker Bunny
About time.
flops the joint.
Yeah, about time.
Let's see if she gets some value from Toby. Down bet. Down bet. Down bet to 150.
Gets quick called by Toby here. Clubs come in, no big deal, whatever. She blocks the big club X hands that he can have. Ace, king of clubs, king, queen of clubs, king, jack, or king, 10 of clubs. She blocks all those for Toby.
Looking for a bigger sizing here.
Chris Reed says, now big bet. Yeah, now big bet. Pretty standard. Looks like she goes for about 800 into about 1,000, I think. Rice Against the Machine says, top heavy flop. Yeah, absolutely. In a game like this, it's really important to keep your frequencies up, even when you miss on these boards, because otherwise you end up in situations like this, and Toby might say she would only ever bet like this if she had ace-king. Pretty clean run out here for the Poker Bunny, just sitting with the stones on the river. Nice little pot. Hopefully she can find a way to get back some of her losses so far in the stream.
Yeah, she can do it all in one hand. She was able to
get it in there versus top set one time, middle set. Toby's got the mystery cards.
So 25 in the pot, 3K behind. Trying to find some value with the nuts. God, I wish I could see Toby's hand.
I know, I'd really like to see Toby show up here with like a set of 10s, set of jacks, just like a hand he can't fold. You know, he's only losing to ace-king. $2,500, almost $2,600 in the middle here.
This is going big.
Poker Bunny got a pumpkin and a pile of blacks. Looks like right around 2,200-ish. Oh, nailed it. How good am I?
You with the laser focus.
Nailed it. 2,200. Too big. Toby snap folds. Must have had some kind of weird draw that didn't come in. Maybe a pair and a draw. You know? Maybe a type of hand like a pair picked up a flush draw or something.
All right, changing the decks. Get some stats.
Quick look at the stats. Quick, quick, quick. Poker Bunny in the black, $10. Still stuck the 3K from earlier, but that's okay. Hunter up another 5K since we restarted the stream. What a crusher. These hands not super accurate. This is only about a 30-hand sample size since we restarted. I can't believe somebody drove into the power pole.
You know what? I think that's the second time that's happened.
Johnny and I could not figure out what happened with the stream, why it went down, why you guys just had black screen with the graphics. It didn't make any sense until
usually,
somebody said the power went out in the whole building. But for some reason, it didn't go out back here in our production room. Justin Lau says all the draws checked, though wouldn't mind a river check. Yeah, that makes sense. I think she might have thought that Toby had a bigger hand than he actually did. He called the 3-bet. I think she was hoping to get some value, you know, from a hand that can't really get too aggressive, you know, with a set, like a set. Maybe a big 2-pair, something like that. Maybe a worse straight. The King 9 straight gets there. But yeah, all the draws did miss. If she checked it over to Toby, there's a chance he might have put in a big bluff there. He might have thought that's the only way he could win the hand. Just set him up for it. Frogman says, never happened with Donnie. Let's see how it is. Come get you some of those Donnie dollars on Sunday.
Craving. Yeah, if you can't lose, you detach yourself from your craving. Also, you haven't reached enlightenment yet. Your aversions as well.
Angel Vu swinging by the Facebook chat. What's up, Angel? We're going heads up to this flop. Poker Bunny raising to 75. Gets called by Hunter, who just flops the straight against her. Wow. Hunter just flops it. Hunter running super good tonight. Got almost 14,000 in front of him. Pretty good flop for Hunter. Pretty good flop for his range in position. He's going to go big here. Makes it 225. And Poker Bunny with the snap fold. The Jack $9, man. They're all the same. You guys don't know what we're referring to. We're obviously talking about our meetup game this Sunday, 2 p.m., Orange Park. Come hang out. $60 to $500 max buy-in. That's going to give you almost 150 big blinds.
That's what that looks like. CRISPR?
Yeah. CRISPR.
DNA.
They took out 7 through.
They took out.
I'm sorry, over 150 big blinds. Look like we just picked up another player in the 8th seat. He'll be live soon on the delay.
It's like a car with that. It's not there. You can't ship to it, you know.
Justin Lau says easy game when you flop straights. 2 flop straights in one hand. She flops one. She loses to one in the other. Pretty standard. All right, action's going to start this hand on Poker Bunny. Here in the 4 seat. In the muck. 8-4 offsuit. Hunter's going to muck the jack deuce. Action on Toby in the muck. Peter going to bump up the suited gappers here. Oh, I'm sorry, Peter's going to open ace-5 offsuit. John's going to call with the suited gappers. Mark flopping 2 pair here, 7 tray offsuit.
Yeah, maybe you did, but not a real one. You know, you got to go that far south to get a real one.
Yeah, like that was legit.
Jono leading out here with middle pair on kind of a raggedy flop. Gets called by Mark with the 2 pair, top and bottom. Peter lands somewhere in the middle with a gut shot. This is a very strange hand. Peter goes for the 3-bet. Gets rid of John. Up against a pretty big hand here. Top and bottom for Mark on a really raggedy board.
That's it, in the whole country. San Diego or my?
Yes.
Or High Spice in Hollywood, Florida. Or Fort Lauderdale.
Mark's just going to call the 3-bet from Peter here.
High Spice. Rather than San Diego.
10 of diamonds doesn't change much. Brings in the 8-9 straight. Also, the diamonds come in here on the turn. Turn goes check, check. Everything breaks out here. The 5-4 would have been the flop straight, so the deuce of clubs doesn't change much.
Every cell in my body was just getting like powered up.
Mark caught kind of in a weird spot with 2 pair on the flop. Tries to get the dollars in there so fast he fumbles. Looks like he goes for about 800 into 13. Peter's going to find the fold, saying, look, I can mix it up a little bit too. Mark also running fairly good so far in this 10-25 no-limit hold'em stream. I see Bob referencing my man Craxy in the chat. Nobody makes me laugh harder than Craxy, man. There's one stream that he played like an absolute wizard. It was crazy. He made the right folds, the right calls, the right raises. It was insane. He played like a poker wizard.
Like I want to have those organizational skills, but it takes like a life.
This time Peter picking up pocket kings. Makes it 75 to go. Unfortunately, gets no action. That's the worst, man. There's nothing worse than picking up kings or aces. I was telling this to somebody the other day. Picking up like aces in the small blind, and you like look down at your hand, you got aces, and all of a sudden you see the under the gun player fold. Then you see like 2 more players fold. Then you see like the middle position folds, and you're like, oh, no, 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 no. And it folds around, and all of a sudden the button folds, and you're like, no. And then you raise, and the big blind folds. That's the worst. Or it folds around, and the big blind goes, do you want to chop? And you know you're just not ever getting another dollar.
Yeah. Especially with card debt also, you pick up monster hands and no action.
You pick them up, yeah, in the blinds. Just watch the rest of the field just melt. Can't do anything about it.
You guys need a picture or no? I need your raise it to 100.
Looks like Hunter takes one down, and we pick up a new player here in the 8 seat.
Looks like it's going to come in for 5K.
Just walking around, got a cool 5K in my pocket. Play some 10-25. Let's get it. Let's grind it out. Justin Law says, think of all the times you get your ace cracked. Yeah, you know, it's the old maxim. You either win a small pot or you lose a big one with them. It's hard not to have an emotional attachment to aces. I think that's why that statement like holds true. You get so excited when you get aces. It's hard not to have an emotional attachment.
All the trash hands.
All the junky hands go in the muck. We'll flush the stats. We'll put them up here in just a second.
No.
Thanks for sticking it out and hanging out with us, guys. We did have a weird technical difficulty. Apparently somebody drove into the transistor outside of the building. Lost power for a few minutes, but we came back strong. Game's still good. Our players in the game were troopers about it. They're all grinders. They all get it.
And for you guys, we're going to go long. So I usually cut the streams at about 11, but I think we're going to go past midnight for this one.
Hunter picking up King Jack suited on the button. Makes it 75 to go. GM Garrett says only in Florida. I'm sure people drive into transistors other places too, but
Transformers.
Transformers, that's what I meant. But the frequency is probably higher in Florida. I'll give you that.
4. Going to flop top pair.
In case you guys are wondering what's happening right there, these guys are gambling for the time rake. They pay it based on whatever the flop card is, the window card, how it corresponds with the seat number, and then that person pays the rake for the entire table for that down.
Also the gratuity, which is in this game, we have players pay $5 per.
Yeah, so these guys, it's pretty smart, actually. You might go a whole night without ever having to pay rake. You just free roll the whole night. But then also, wow, look at this turn card.
Keep a bottle of wine in the fridge with the cork in. How long does it last?
Big bet from Hunter, 750.
It's going to give new guy 4 the gutter ball to the straight flush. Also, all of the 9s give him the regular straight.
He's got a top pair for a backup if he misses his flush, which
That's
would be
right.
a good thing.
With the cork.
Never folding.
But it's been like 5 days. With the cork.
This is his first hand since he's been to the table, and Hunter's putting him to the test. Hunter says, you want to play for stacks? I'll play for stacks. Hard to lay that hand down if you're 4 here. Sean Hunter says, so does the game break when the stream does? Not usually for the bigger games. The bigger games, they'll usually go upstairs and play all night. Some of the smaller games, yeah. 9 of diamonds one time. The chat wants to see it. Can't do it. Ends up with a 5 of spades.
Hunter can only bet to win this pot.
Yeah, Hunter doesn't have a lot of any showdown value here with king high. Also, that 5 brings in the one-liner to the 9. This pot got real big real quick. 2760 in the middle. Four's got about 20% of his stack already in the middle, a little more. He says, I didn't come here to fold, man. Looks him up. 8s and 6s with a 10. Big turn card, made him stick around.
That's going to be a great feeling. First hand you play, pick up 3,500.
First hand you play, pick up a big one. Yeah, pick up 3,500. He says, oh, man, this guy try to bluff me. Man, the chat wanted to see that 9 of diamonds one time. 9 of diamonds, the money can't go in fast enough. What was that? All right, action's going to start on John O here. The Jack Tray offsuit in the muck. Action on Mark. Queen 8 offsuit in the muck. Poker Bunny 8-5 of diamonds. No thanks. It's on Hunter now. King 7 offsuit from the cutoff. Man, some junky hands tonight. All of them end up in the muck. 4 with the King Jack of diamonds now. He got Hunter's hand from last time. He's going to raise, make it 75 to play. Peter's going to make an easy call in position with the 6-4 offsuit. I think I see a 4 on the flop there. Yep, a 4 and a Jack. Both players get a piece. Pete's going to take the free turn card. Sean says that's the first misstep by Hunter. I'm sure Hunter factored in the fact that he had some kind of weird draw. He just probably didn't think he also had a pair to go with. I think Hunter thought that that 4 missed everything just like Hunter did and that a river bet would take it down. Mark opening up the 6-5 suited under the gun. Gets through Poker Bunny. Gets through Hunter. Toby with 2 6s. Only 1 6 left in the deck. Gets through Peter. John O's going to close out the action from the big blind. And we're going 3 ways to the flop. Wow, look at this flop for Mark. This dude running good also. Also, John O flops top pair in this hand. Toby raises here. I'd be pretty interested to see how fast Mark could get more chips into this pot. Just going to call, keep him on the hook. So Toby's hand is actually best right now. Mark's in there with the pair and the flush draw. But he can't turn his second pair is why Toby has so much equity in the hand. There's only 1 6 left in the deck. Wow, Mark bricks everything, all the 5s, all the 3s, all the hearts. 9 of spades on the river. Going to give Toby the check mark with 2 6s. That's it. Toby's going to show 2 6s and take this one down. I don't think he expected to win that one like that. Bang Bang says, why isn't there a casino with a hot tub and a floating poker table? Have you ever gotten poker chips wet? They stick together. It's atrocious. Also, like, have you ever seen how gross just a poker room is? Imagine how gross a poker hot tub would be.
Right?
Oh, my God. There'd be guys, like, trying to eat hot dogs and stuff in there. It'd be disgusting.
I'm pretty sure at least 1 or 2 guys would just pee in the tub.
It would be so gross. 100%. They could just do away with the bathroom. Nobody would ever leave the hot tub. Mark gets a walk in the big blind. What is happening? More drinks. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Myself and Johnny Pham have had a pretty good time, minus the Transformer incident. But we recovered well.
Yeah, it's
I would
quick
say.
fix. We have generators, so
Yeah, we recovered well.
if the power does go out, generators will kick on. Back in action. Angel Vu coming in the comments saying, I would not want to play in a hot tub with poker players.
It's the grossest thing I've ever heard. Mark exercising those 3 bets tonight, this time with King Jack offsuit against Peter's raise. Both of these guys super deep. I think Peter can call here. Both guys super deep. Makes a lot of sense. SPR a million is perfect. Mark goes for the down bet here after flopping top pair. Peter's going to have to let it go, but I think it's still a good call. When you're super deep like that, you know that calling these 3 bets is still going to create a really deep SPR, and you have a hand that plays well in that category. Makes sense to call. Bruce Brown, good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Hope all you guys can make the meetup game on Sunday. We'd love to meet you guys and hang out face to face. We want you guys to bluff us so that you can make fun of us about it in the chat later on.
Yeah, we get a lot of extra content from all of that, so
I like it if
Troll
you
away.
mostly just bluff Jordan and Adonis.
if you like trolling our chats, try to troll us in the game.
Oh man, I wish that some of the chat trolls would show up.
Poker Bunny going large and in charge. King Queen suited, 3-bet to 400.
I like this, taking advantage of it in the small blind. Double blocks a lot of big hands. Unfortunately, John O's got a monster also.
Yeah, you might 4-bet at having position.
Poker Bunny's has a snug image tonight, I think is probably why John wouldn't think about 4-betting the spot.
Finally out flopping this time. Top pair. I don't think she's going to get much action against John. John picks his lines pretty well. Down bet.
Makes it 225 to go here. Trying to give John a good price to stay in with his entire range in this spot.
I like this bet a lot. I think John may continue.
John looks like he might be thinking about trying to find a raise here. Comes along with the 10. Wow, big turn card for John O. Unfortunately, when you're holding the 10 of diamonds, it doesn't feel like it. There's still 3 other bigger diamonds in a 3-bet pot.
Poker Bunny, I think he needs to go big now.
I want to. Yeah.
Although that does complete the diamonds.
It's a pretty interesting turn card.
I think if she checks here, John's going to take full advantage.
I think he has to.
Oh, very tiny bet.
Micro bet, it feels like.
Oh, it's always like 2x whatever they guarantee you.
Kevin McCormick says a 10 on the turn would be run bad confirmed. I agree. It was pretty close. 9 of diamonds right on the turn.
Yep. He's going to punish it. 1,200 to go.
You gotta fly to Dallas, right? And
This is a tough spot because you know if you call this turn bet, you're going to have to play a massive pot on the river, you know?
Yeah, you don't have a dime in your hand, so.
You don't have a diamond. You can't really improve to a hand that could beat a flush.
Yeah, tough spot.
You know, if John does have a flush, the only thing you can do is get yourself in more trouble. Like you river a black queen there, or you river a king. You know what I mean? All right, we'll take a look at the stats so far. We're about 50 hands in since the crash. Hunter took a little bit of a blow trying to get 4 to fold that big hand. 4's now up $1,800. Peter stuck a little. Poker Bunny stuck a little bit. Everyone else right around even. Snake Bright says Bunny Wizard. That's pretty funny. John O mixing it up. Getting down to the bottom of his range, finding the 5 deuce suited as an open. Toby's going to defend. 9-10 off from the big. Heads up to the flop. Toby gets a pair and a gut shot. John O's going to check it back. Toby got a club in his hand. Wow, Toby rivers 2 pair, but it puts the one-liner out there. I think he's going to get looked up here. He does. Snap. John O doesn't even show his cards. John O bets the one-liner. Toby snap calls, and John O doesn't even show him. Just mucks his hand. I can't tell you how often that happens to me. Does that happen to you a lot, Johnny, when you play? You call somebody's bet, and they don't even make you table. They just rocket their hand in the muck.
Yeah, it actually happened to me a few times.
It happens to me
Love that feeling.
often. It happens a lot when you're like pot controlling, you know? Like you have a real hand, but it's like kind of a scary run out, but it's also a hand that you're not going to fold. So you're just like check call, river. And as soon as you call, they just rocket their cards in the muck.
Poker Bunny with the ace king.
I feel like for Choctaw, we do an RV would be cool, because there's no hotel.
Poker Bunny picking up ace king for probably the 4th time tonight.
Hunter on the button, queen jack suited.
Elizabeth Howell says, are we in Orange Park or Regency? The live stream setup located here at Best Bet Regency, Best Bet Jacksonville, off Monument. Unfortunately, Orange Park does not have a live stream setup. Otherwise, Sunday would get real weird. Strawman says, please stream all night. I'm only 150 miles into my 668-mile run. Ooh, buddy.
It's like everybody misses, but John O connects with pair of 10s. Too many people know this pot. Bunny's going to go ahead and like check.
Angel, are you talking about the hand with Poker Bunny or the hand with Toby where he check called? Kevin McCormick says this is the 4th time she's had ace-king in the past hour. I think she's only managed to make a hand with it once.
Peter gets nut flush draw.
Frogman, no, Orange Park will not be getting set up for the live stream anytime in the near future, probably ever. John O is going to land with the best hand here. Peter misses everything here on this river. Nice spot for John O. 1335 getting shipped his way.
Yeah, I would agree with that hand that Bunny had where John turned 4 diamonds with her ace king. probably would have definitely went into a check call mode in that spot.
Yeah, I agree to an extent. I actually think it's fine to check fold there just because, like I said, it's one of those spots where, like, if Jono does have a flush, you're only going to get yourself in trouble by your hand improving. Maybe not check fold. Bet fold I think is fine, is what I'm trying to say. Bet fold is fine.
Check call also fine. It's just definitely. I don't like betting in that spot because like Jono definitely felt some weakness there. Elected to go big, 3x it. Got her to fold.
What do you know about me, bro?
I know that you organize your Gmail. That's true. People with Mustangs don't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think it was Alex that won with the Mustang. She looked like she liked to go fast.
Who calls the 3-bets anymore? Seriously.
And Javu, good point. Gotta know who you're playing against.
You want to call my 3-bet? If you want to call a 3-bet here, you just justify like, well, I was playing in a game a couple weeks ago.
I think you could instead of betting small in that spot, I think you could take like a half pot sizing. That way, if he does decide to bluff and rep the flush, he has to go bigger and he has to risk more chips.
It's just that there's always a way to justify.
But that being said, I think even betting bigger and then folding is still fine because there's just no good river cards for your hand. Besides a queen, and even then you might just end up losing more money.
I didn't like it, so I took this Jack 5 to the streets. It didn't work out.
Decided to go one in position, and the rest is history.
Hunter picking up 2 kings, and the hijack gets a call from John O, and we're going heads up to the flop. Hunter light years ahead of John O in this pot. Got 90% of the equity locked up in the hand. Goes for the overbet. John O gives nothing back. Hunter takes this one down. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a wild night so far. Couple of big pots. A weird power outage. Guy drove into a transformer. I got to hang out with Johnny Pham all night, and we played 10-25 no limit. It's been pretty fun.
Always a good night here at Best Bet on a Friday night.
Absolutely, especially if you're fortunate enough to make it into one of our stream games. Look at Poker Bunny picking up a real hand here. Ace Queen suited one time.
How do you play this on the thread?
Just like that.
No, but you probably really did have stream. Like I really did have queens, but it said I had queen 8 off, and then whoever was in the commentary was like, "Oh, Hunter's gonna use this tight image here."
One time, me and this one guy, like in like a 4-bet pot.
Peter picks up 9-8 suited on the button. He's going to make the call.
In a 4-bet pot, it said like this one guy had like Jack 6 and I had like 8-5. We had like 8 queen because like because we got it in. Because we got it in, so we know.
All right, heads up to the flop. Looks like Poker Bunny gets the best of it, but Peter does get a piece, catches bottom pair with the 8. Mark out of position here with the 5 deuce offsuit. Wow, nice turn card here for the Poker Bunny. She gets the check mark, got a hammer lock on the hand. 235 in the middle.
It probably happens more times than you even know, but we only catch it like on the people only catch the big hands, you know? Because like if you have it like pre-flop, like if you have a hand like 8-3 pre-flop and you really have like 8 king and you fold and like they just never know. They're just like, oh whatever, he just folded.
Jono talking about how the card reader does make some mistakes occasionally. It does happen. He's got a good point though. I wonder if it actually happens more than we notice because like Jono just said, if you have a hand like 8-3 or 8-4 or something, and the machine reads it as, you know, like Jack 4, like you're still gonna fold.
I think it's only happened in the very beginning of our streams. I think we got it pretty locked down now as far as with our dealers. A lot of times when the hands reads incorrectly, it's the readers that are picking up incorrectly.
Yeah, absolutely. This time 4 with the ace queen. Coming in for 75. 4 came in and took 1,800 off Hunter. First hand of the night. First hand right when he sat down. Picked up almost 2K off Hunter. Hunter tried to barrel him off a hand. Ford said, I don't think so.
And then Lee called, he goes, you got it, and he just rolled his hand over. He's like, 3 cards? Like, his hand was dead from the get-go, but it doesn't matter because he just won the river.
This is not a 25-50 game, right?
Oh wow, that's.
I don't remember. I don't.
What? Yeah, I mean, what if he thought he?
Actually, he's going to start here on Toby.
Yeah, so it's just you lose no matter what.
4 picking up King 10 off. Going to put it in the muck. John O, ace tray suited here in the cutoff. Look at my guy Tamer, looking like a big highlighter walking around the poker room.
He does like those highlighter colors.
He looks like a big highlighter. John O's going to make it 100 to go. Ace tray suited. Mark's going to make the call. Pocket 7s. Poker Bunny gets out of the way. Pocket 7s in the lead here. Pretty good flop for John O, though. He's going to continue on this board. Continues for a small size, about 100. Gets the call out of Mark. John O does pair one of his hole cards. Turns a 3. Got 5 outs to improve. Looks like he's going to hammer it here, keep the story alive. Bets 350 into about 400. Steve Null in the chat. What's up, buddy? Just hanging out, man, watching some poker. Friday night action. That time it works. John O makes a pair of 3s, plays it like aces, gets one through. Bang Bang says, checked around the flop, tripped up on the turn, bet, and all fold. I think that they think that Poker Bunny is tighter than she actually is just because they haven't been able to see her hole cards. Like, she's just really been running very bad. I imagine she's probably not as tight as she seems on tonight's stream. You know, over the course of 150 hands, that's a pretty small sample size.
Yeah, and we also talk about how your first experience on the live stream set, it's a little bit intimidating. You know, it's kind of tough to kind of get acclimated. There we go.
What was that word?
Acclimated. Got it.
Got it.
And just settle down, you know, and play good poker. I think she misread her hand once and misclicked twice.
The misread was kind of funny. The other one was kind of whatever. That could happen. I literally think that any one of those spots could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Like I said when it happened, if it's never happened to you, you haven't played enough poker.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure our viewers knew that she misread her hand.
Yeah. It's happened to me. You ever look down at ace 4 and just play it like aces?
Oh yeah, just see the tip. It's like yeah. Aces.
Aces. Pile.
Second look. Oh no. What do I do? Bet.
There's a flush draw out there. You're like, let me see which cards I have. Let me make sure. I know I have a black ace. Let me make sure I got the ace of spades. You look down, you have ace of spades, 4 of clubs. Speaking of aces, nobody in the field with an ace this hand. Pocket 10 still in the lead for Pete by a landslide, actually. Pete's got 80% of the equity. Oh, I'm sorry, for 4. I'm sorry, not Pete. 4. I was looking in the wrong spot. Force 210 still good here. Angel Vu, you have a good point. Says depends on if she plays 10-25 on a regular basis. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah, we all tend to play tighter and moving up the stakes.
Yeah, that's true. Steve, George was here earlier. He racked up and left, and I don't know where Russ is. If Russ was here, he would be in the game, so I'm not sure. Frogman says, I call ace 4 the imposter. That's good. I've never heard that one before.
Lead with
Carlo in the YouTube chat says we need to make a Chat Pro casino. I like that idea.
And then they have Velcro here. You take it off and you pull it, so it pulls your shoulders back. And then you Velcro it down and it just pulls your shoulders back.
They're trying to sell me one of those as a chiropractor. Yeah,
I mean, you can buy it for like $10, you know?
All right, on to the next one, guys. We got a little while left in this 10:25 No Limit Hold'em stream. Been pretty fun so far. Special guest Poker Bunny in the house. I think she said she got in from Las Vegas today and she's leaving tomorrow. Is that what she said?
No, she got in last night and is going to be leaving tomorrow. I think she's headed to South Florida to the Hard Rock. Only because there's no direct flights from Vegas to Jacksonville, so pretty good pro move to fly.
Oh, yeah. Get your layover somewhere where you can grind 1025 for a night.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sick.
So fly into Fort Lauderdale, back out to Vegas. Definitely pro move.
Frogman, the normal buy-in for a 2-5 game out in the room is 200 to 800. For the live stream, it's 300 to 1500. Steve Null, is the meetup game at Orange Park going to be a regular thing? Not regular in the sense of like monthly, but probably, hopefully, regularly in the sense of quarterly, if that makes sense.
Listen, we get 5 1-3 games at Orange Park. I'm pretty sure our bosses will want to do it regularly. So come on out.
I mean, I want to do it regularly too. Hunter going to open up the 10-8 suited here from the hijack. Makes it 75 to go. Peter going to defend out of the small. King, queen off. Oh, surprise. He got me. I thought Pete would call out of the small blind there for sure. Folds the king, queen offsuit right away. Frogman says, I like 1-3 more than 1-2. I do too, obviously. I think 1-3 is a great game. It's like big enough to where you can still kind of make 2-5 money, but you still get the regulars that are bad at 1-2. Sean Hunter says you should get best bet to stake you guys. It will probably be a success. I can smell the sarcasm coming off of that comment. King 9 for John O in the small blind. Gonna bump it up a little bit. Put a little out of position tax on it. Make it 125. He 5X's it to go. And Mark folds. Frogman plays 1-2 in Melbourne. That's cool, man. I've got probably thousands of hours in the 1-2 streets. Keep grinding it up, man. You'll get there. You'll get to 2-5. I still play 1-2 or 2-2. What we have here. If I see somebody that I know is good for the game, 2-5 games aren't that good, I'll play 2-2 in a heartbeat. Steve, Sunday's just going to be first come, first serve. We're going to have multiple tables, so it's not going to be like when you first come to a poker room and you have to wait on a long list. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work logistically, but in theory, we'll just open 5 tables all at once and call down the list. Everyone that's on the list get a seat, and those that are still on the list just hang out. They'll be first in. And then the 5 of us, me, Johnny, Ali, Jordan, and Adonis, will just rotate tables every 30 minutes. That way we get to play with everyone. Frogman says, I would rather play 2-5. Wow, look at the gut shot just getting there for Hunter. Frogman says, I would rather play 2-5. I mean, sure, but when you're playing a bigger game, you're playing against better players, man. Those swings can be crazy. Right, Johnny?
Yep.
As you move up in stakes, you start realizing how much a part of this game variance really is.
Definitely not a lot of highs and lows. I know when I stepped to 510, I was making you know, 10 or 15k scores, but the losses are just the inverse of that. Kind of hard to lose 10 or 15k in a 2-5 game.
You know, it's also hard to play like, at least here, it's hard to play 5-10 sustainably for, like, you know, a lot. So, like, you can maybe, when you were playing, like, you might be able to play it twice a week, you know. So when you are running bad and, you know, you lose for 10 sessions, like, that just feels like an eternity. It's so discouraging. But, like, in 2-5, where there's a game every day, you can play 3 sessions a day. Toby picking up pocket kings here. I'm sorry, 4 picking pocket kings under the gun +1. Peter's got the Jack 9 suited one time for Adonis. Just makes the call here for 75. Poker Bunny got garbage again. She's going to have to put it in the muck. Casey says, do we have a 2-5 PLO game in Jacks? We have a 5-5 PLO game in Jacks.
Lots of pocket kings tonight.
Lots of pocket kings. Peter makes the call here with the flush draw. Jack 9 suited one time. Angel, I like that strategy to be able to play correctly at a smaller stake, convert to big blinds. Sure. That's fair. Four kind of in a weird spot here. Setting Peter up for the bluff. I don't think he can ever fold. Pete has to bet.
I bet he does. 200 to go. Four makes the call. Gonna scoop up an additional 385.
Check mark for 4. 4-4. Scoops a pot. Pete left with Jack high in that spot. Got to take a stab at it. In that spot, he might even get other king highs to fold, better hands to fold. Maybe even hands as strong as like 7s or 8s might fold in that spot.
Oh, I forgot, we got a cool little event next week, the Guns and Hoses tournament.
Oh, that is coming up.
So the Guns and Hoses is a charity event that the JSO and also the firefighters they play. They have a boxing match, I think, during the day, and play it in a tournament at night. So I think we'll live stream the that event from feature table to final.
Toby flopping a big flush draw here. Jono slightly ahead with king-queen offsuit. Pretty interesting split here. 49-51 literally. Toby with the flush draw. 1 live overcard. Toby puts in the raise here on the deuce tray deuce board. Gets John to fold the best hand. Interesting spot. Sean, they box at the arena. It's a big thing. I think I think what happens is they do it as a like some kind of fundraiser. But they box at the arena. It's like a big event. They have multiple weight classes and everything. John O going to open up the 5-4 suited. Under the gun +1. Poker Bunny still looking down at trash. John O's going to take it down here with 5 high. Juicy. Hope to see all you guys on Sunday. Like I said, we don't entirely know how it's going to work. It's the first one we've ever done, but it should be a lot of fun. Should be, it'll be fun no matter what. Logistically, I'm not too sure, but you guys don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Jesse, the boss man, will be there. Unfortunately, he will not be able to play in the game. Unfortunate for us, right, Johnny?
No, I actually like Jesse the boss playing our games. I love playing poker with that guy.
It's hard to get chips from Jesse.
I don't know. I've gotten a lot of chips from Jesse.
Oh, yeah? I can never get them.
Oh, I want those chips.
Jesse dollars have 2x value. Four's cards didn't quite make him into the reader there, but puts in the raise from the small blind. Gets called by Peter. Heads up. Big open ender here for Peter. 4 betting like he got a piece of it also. Peter's going to raise here. 3x with the open ender. I like it. Okay. Peter's going to take that one down. The open ender gets one through. Chris Reed, unfortunately, this is not Eddie. This is Dustin, Dustin Shacklock. Eddie, we haven't had Eddie in the booth in a while. Johnny Pham is here. I don't know when we're going to see Eddie come through the booth. Hunter's going to open up the king-queen offsuit one time, makes it 75 to go. Looks like this is going to get most of the way through the field. Jono looking to defend with 4-5 off. Let's get it. It's getting late. Get the money in. Total air ball for John O. Hunter, top pair here. Steve Noel says Eddie is still in Iceland. Copy that. We don't have the kinks worked out in our remote commentary yet, so can't bring him in remote. The moneymaker hand, that's right. The moneymaker hand, I forgot about that. Actually going to start this hand on Poker Bunny. And then after that, we'll take a look at the stats so far in this 10-25 no limit hold'em cash game. King Deuce, suited, no good. Toby's going to bump it up here to 75. Jono looks down at Queen 5 suited, puts it in the muck. Mark going to defend the big. We're heads up to the flop. Toby got the mystery hand. Mark got 10 high and just flops trips. Easy game. Easy game. Flop trips. Got a guy betting into you with mystery cards. Go for the check raise. We had a really interesting hand earlier between these two in a check raise spot similar to this. Toby's going to make the call here. We're going to go heads up to the river. I thought that was it. I thought Mark just made a full house there. Mark going to barrel here on the turn for 500. Steve Null says, Poker Bunny saying she hopes to be more popular than Brad Owen.
That's a kind of tough hill to climb.
Yeah.
Brad Owen's probably one of the bigger vloggers these days.
He's probably the biggest in poker. Those are big shoes to fill, but I like the ambition. I wish her all the best. Nick from Yuma, what's up with the Meetup game tour? I thought we were doing a Nick from Yuma national Meetup game tour. Is Toby going to look him up here one time? Oh, hesitantly. Oh, you saw like the side eye. Toby's got to have like a hand like queens or nines or something. I think he could probably get away from nines right there. Maybe he has a hand as strong as queens in that spot. Steve, I think it would be cool to do a mixed game like that. Unfortunately, I think we would have too big of an edge. Like, you know, we want to play a game that everyone is familiar with. So the Meetup game, it's just got to be No Limit Hold'em. You know, we're No Limit Hold'em stream for the most part. I agree. I think it would be fun, but I want our viewers to be live in the game, you know? 1000%. Have one Meetup game, everyone goes broke, never have another one. Fogman says, let's do Raz. Let's not. How about that? This time, Mark with the Pocket Kings. This has to be the 15th time we've seen Pocket
There's
Kings
so many Pocket Kings tonight. And there's some streams where we'll never see Pocket Kings.
This is more Pocket Kings than I've had all year. We're halfway through the year. That's a sad sign. Man, ace on the flop every time. Mark's just got Toby's number today. Toby just can't get one through against this guy.
You know, I just looked on Twitch. Poker Bunny has 4,700 followers.
Oh, wow.
Although no content, which I think she might have taken it down.
That's like 1% of Brad Owen's YouTube following. Maybe less. Maybe like closer to 5%. I mean 0.5%. Jono opening it up with pocket deuces here. Mark gets out of the way. Poker Bunny gets out of the way. Hunter's going to come along. Heads up to the flop. All right, see you, Steve. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday, buddy. Hunter's going to look John up here. Doesn't quite believe him just yet. Jono actually with a flush draw. And he gets there. Jono makes the flush. Going to be good. I think Hunter might bet this river. I think he probably thinks Jono would bet all of his flush draws in position here. The best part would be if Jono looks him up. Oh, Jono's going to do it. Jono looks him up with the deuce of hearts. And it's good. Wow, what a sick one from John. I don't know if that's a product of being stuck, a product of being good, or both. But stings him one time. Hunter made it look like value. Jono picked up on it and got Hunter for a small pot, but it's still a victory against Hunter in that spot. Nice call from Jono. Looked up Hunter with the deuce of hearts in his hand on the 4 flush board.
That's when John gives us his best one.
Poker money finally picking up a real hand here. Mark trying to 3-bet here, the queen 5 suited. Poker money about to wake up with jacks. Does she go for the 4-bet here, or is she just going to cold call the 3-bet? Kind of a weird spot. She does go for the 4-bet. I like it. Like a little under 2.5x. Nice sizing. In position. Jack, jack. 4-bet. I'm sold. I like it. Mark snap folds. And Poker Money takes one down. Finally. Been running pretty bad all stream. Finally takes one down. You guys make sure to smash that like button on the way out of the stream today. We'd appreciate it. Means a lot to me and Johnny.
Yeah, I gotta build that the viewer show up, the followers. I think you're gaining about 40 to 50 additional followers on YouTube every time you stream, or it's a week. No, it's a week.
We got to build that bankroll up so we can do more cool stuff for the people.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the people's stream, after all. Toby coming out with the button straddle. That's something we haven't seen in a couple hours. The buttons, where's that been all night? This game could have been so much juicier. Looks like 4 is going to muck here in the small blind. Peter's going to pick up 5-6 suited in the big. He's going to raise it up to 150, it looks like. Yeah, Pete makes it 150 to go. This one looks like it might get through most of the field. Gets through Toby also, 10-3 offsuit. NRG says, what happened to George? He basically just came by for a quick cameo. He came in, sat in the game for about an hour, maybe less. I can't even remember if he won or lost, and then he racked up and he left. P-Tech Miracle says, all in, first hand Sunday blind. No, man, we want to keep the game going for at least, an hour.
Listen, the games are going to be good, regardless. Yeah, definitely get a mix between all of us, because I think between the 4 of us or more, we're going to rotate tables.
You're going to get the full range of play styles, I promise. You're going to get from ultra tight to ultra loose and everything in between. I won't tell you who plays like who, but you'll be able to figure it out pretty quick. Frogman says I said he took 30K off the table. I did, but he paid for all 30K of it. He bought in for 30K tonight.
I never knew why though, like in college, like number 1, number 2 stuff, a lot of them are like you went up 1, 2, 3 or something, 4, 5. Like those, like
Oh, you want to go all in first hand against me? I'll do it. I don't care.
in the NFL, number 1 is like mostly kicker, no? Quarterback. Yeah.
Mark's hand just got counterfeited here. That's a nasty way to lose. Yeah, George came in for 30K. He splashed around a little bit. I can't remember if he won or lost. He racked it up pretty quick. I know he played one big hand with Poker Bunny there. Played a big pot with her, but they chopped. So
Get it, big dog.
Last time I did it,
we got a few more hands for you guys tonight in this 10-25 no limit hold'em deep stack cash game. I think these guys are probably going to shift out into the rest of the room. Some of them are going to leave. We're going to try to fill up the seats. They might play real short. Who knows? Action this hand's going to start on Hunter. There in the 6th seat.
let's put it back.
Bang, bang. Johnny Fan would know more about that than I would. I know she's, Johnny, what's her deal? She does stream, or she's trying to stream, or she does vlogs, or what?
Just judging about with her Twitch her Twitch page. She had 4,700 followers with no more content. She might have gotten rid of it, so I think she might have streamed stuff online. Now is trying to go more into the content creation from YouTube. She does have a video up on YouTube. Just the one thing about I think it was tit equity. Other than that, kind of just know her from the streets, playing the 5, 10, 10 and a quarter out in the world.
Around the straddle by Peter.
If I keep winning, I'll keep trying.
Brian says who's up and who's stuck. We'll take a look at the stats here shortly. Looks like Peter said, screw it, I'm going to straddle every hand. Racer Nerd says, Poker Bunny is officially my wife's favorite poker player. That's cool. Introducing Poker Bunny to the world via Johnny Pham. Johnny Pham, are you going to be her agent if she gets famous?
I've tried that line. It doesn't really work out for me.
It almost sounds creepy.
It definitely does.
It sounds creepy coming from you.
If it's not creepy, I could definitely make it creepy.
Oh, no doubt about that in my brain. Toby in there with the 7 deuce one time. Gets one through against Pete in the straddle pot. All right, button on Poker Bunny. Looks like she's not going to go for the button straddle. Is Pete going to make it 3 in a row? No straddle this hand. That's a buzzkill. No straddle. I thought we were just getting warmed up. This hand action is going to start on 4 there in the 8th seat. 7 tray in the muck. Poker Bunny gets to look down at ace tray offsuit. It's a good spot for her to put in a nice little raise one time. Brian Wampler says min max to play in this game. It's 2,500 min, no max. The racks are coming out. I think you guys all know what that means. We'll drop the stats for you guys.
That's the way out this hand, though.
This is only for the last, 50 minutes or so of the stream. No, probably about the last hour. I didn't realize she got called there by Toby.
enjoy the content. I'm good. How's everything, guys?
Toby open-ended. A little raisy daisy. And that's it for us, guys. Thanks for joining us here at Best Bet Live. Thank you all very much. Tune in again all Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 7 to 11. Again, meet us at the Meetup game on Sunday at 2 o'clock, playing 1-3 Normal Hold'em, the Meetup game. This is Johnny Fantastic and Dustin Shacklock signing off, and good night.